It is a blend of competitive spirit, innovative practice, and charitable focus. From seasoned anglers to families just looking for a meaningful weekend activity, the Tangier Classic offers something for everyone, including you. Not to mention, it's a testament to the power of community and the enduring appeal of Chesapeake Bay fishing.
Yeah, and since its inception 6 years ago, the popular fishing tournament has raised nearly $250,000 to help a child in need. And of course, this year, no exception. Adam Corey is the secretary for the Tangier Classic Fishing Tournament. He joins us today to tell us who is this year's beneficiary. Corey, welcome.
Good to see you.
To Historic Studio D.
Great to be back.
Glad you're here.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the beneficiary in a few moments, but first, 7th year.
Yeah.
How has it evolved over
So, you know, time flies when you're having fun. And it just seems to just work itself into place every year. We tweak little things, but I kind of feel like year 5, we hit our stride.
Yeah.
We've had some challenges with weather. COVID obviously was weird, but it just, when you have a passionate crew, our committee, our board, our volunteers, and our sponsors, and our anglers, it really makes light work out of it. So as far as evolving, the tournament has kind of stayed true to its original intent. We've just expanded our outreach and our base and frankly our followers over the years, and that's what makes it better.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about this year's primary beneficiary.
Little Junia Stewart. She is something. She is. We got to meet her when we did our family interviews, and she's got some spunkiness to her.
Yeah?
She's a fun child, and we speak to the family, and we with every family every year we get to know a little bit more about them. And at the end of the season, they become family with us as the Tangier Classic is concerned. You know, Junia has Down syndrome. That's one of the outward most recognizable things that she's dealing with as a young lady. But there's some other very challenging things she was born with that our family's working on with her medical team and I think they're actually in treatment this week. But it's amazing to hear these stories with these children, and we're very proud and very blessed to be able to be a part of their lives and be able to help them.
And you mentioned Junia's family. They're quite extraordinary as well.
Yeah, for real. This is a serious story. I mean, listen, there's 10 kids there, right? And they've fostered and adopted these children.
Wow.
Most of them, except for the adult children that were at work or away, were on the phone call during the interview. That was a full house, and I mean that in every sense of the term. And every one of those children seemed just so happy, so loving. They were just sharing their love with their little sister and their other little, the one that's actually a toddler now too. Amazing family.
Wow. That's well, listen, thank you for what you're doing. This is huge. I got a question though. How do you choose your beneficiary?
Sure. So every year we have a beneficiary application process. It's effectively open and ongoing. There's no real start or end date to it. We do try to cut it off, late winter, early spring, so that we can make our announcements this time of year.
Yeah.
And come on your wonderful show and share it with Delmarva and our region. But we do it based on the story, the child's individual needs, and what the family's really dealing with. Folks, as you well know, there's a lot of stuff. We were talking about medical earlier. There's a lot of things that insurance doesn't cover, right? And a lot of our families we've heard year after year, it's the travel, it's going up the road, it's the husband and the wife or both have to take off work time and time again. These are things you don't necessarily plan for when you have a child. So it's something that we're willing and able and happy to be able to do to help those families. So, with Junia in particular, one of the big things was that we were kind of surprised by. I think it's 3 or 4 times now that she has been denied for a wheelchair that will allow her to be more mobile and active in school. So it's kind of weird. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Something that simple, but again, I don't know how medical insurance works and stuff like that, but we definitely base it on the need, and it's always a tough decision, and every year we keep getting more and more families that apply. So I encourage every family out there that is looking for that support, send your applications in now. We'll hold them until next year, and as we expand the Tangier Classic, we want to be able to help more and more people.
All right. So, real quickly, how does the tournament work? Because it's not your typical fishing tournament, is it?
No, we're a 3-day tournament. It takes place 26th, 27th, and 28th of September in Crisfield, Maryland. It's open to the entire Chesapeake Bay and its tidal tributaries. And we have a huge list of species that are eligible for the tournament. But it is a tournament that you utilize an app that we've designed in-house that you take photographs of your fish, and we go by length. Our divisions, the first, second, and third place structure, and then our Calcuttas. Again, it's all based on length. So if you have a species that you can't keep legally, or you have a species, and I don't mean like an undersized fish,
Right.
but like for example, cobia is in our tournament, and you can't keep cobia during that time of year.
Okay.
But you can sure enough take a picture of it, submit it via app, and get those inches on the board. So it's pretty interesting how we do things, a little different.
Well, we're going to put all the information about the event on our website, DelmarvaLife.com. Click on what's happening today. Adam Corey with Tangier Classic Fishing Tournament. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much too. Appreciate it very much.